We hear, Gina and Joel, that some men don't like discussing their feelings. So, is talking essential for a relationship to really be conscious?
I think that talking is essential where there can be difficulty in terms of expectations, especially from the ladies, is that word feelings. Because a woman's interpretation of what talking about your feelings can be very different to a man's interpretation of talking about his feelings. And then the mistake continues to men don't have feelings or aren't getting access to their feelings, but actually we are very feeling creatures. And certainly in terms of encouraging the talking and the dialogue, which to me is essential, it's good to allow the fellas their own language and maybe learn that somewhat. And then it can grow into maybe more feminine expression.
Well, interestingly, I think I'm going to say absolutely yes to is talking essential, because most of the speciality in my work with couples is about how you relate with words and body language. I think it's almost less important to be dragging feelings out of men, because if women are on that trajectory, it can be really painful. So I think talking is essential. I think it's about learning the otherness in each other and meeting each other where the relational space allows for the words. I do think words are important. They bring the aliveness to the relationship ultimately, and they are what we've been given in order to be able to relate. So I think talking is essential, but it's unique for everybody.
That's great. You know, I don't think that talking is an essential part of a conscious relationship. You know, if you can get your message across some other way and your feelings across, then great. But if you can't do that, then I think opening up and sharing your feelings and your desires is really an important part of a conscious relationship.
I agree. Yeah.
And I think that willingness is really what's essential. You don't have to be good at it, but it takes a certain vulnerability to be willing to share yourself, and that vulnerability actually comes from a place of strength, and it makes people attractive. And that's, gender really isn't all that important here, because there's women who have a difficult time sharing themselves too. But I think being willing to try to share your experience is attractive and important. To be able to connect.
Yeah, and I think if one person can do it, and oftentimes it's the woman in the relationship that will share more. I think she can use what we talk about, leapfrog, to sort of encourage her partner to share more.
You could say, especially for the men, if they can talk in terms of their intentions rather than their feelings. So my intention is to connect. My intention is to this, and then whatever communication comes after that, as again we've set the context in which the dialogue is taking place, and I think that can be perhaps a little easier for men that have difficulty with feelings to think of it in terms of state your intentions in the dialogue or in the action.
And Joel, connection is what we're all after anyway.
Ultimately,
so true.
Yeah,
that was brilliant, Joel.